Welcome to my channel, where your adventure into the future starts right now. Step into a vibrant universe filled with groundbreaking technology, breathtaking alien landscapes, and exhilarating sci-fi narratives that challenge your imagination. From daring explorations of distant galaxies to haunting journeys through dystopian societies, we uncover the most captivating stories and innovative ideas that will shape the world of tomorrow. Subscribe today and join us on an incredible intergalactic voyage that promises to inspire and thrill. Humans, throughout their history, have constantly sought to push the boundaries of what is possible. Driven by an innate sense of curiosity and exploration, they have ventured into the unknown, whether it be the vast oceans of their home planet or the boundless reaches of space. The development of universal aid ships to rescue those lost in space represents a remarkable milestone in the human journey, encapsulating the heights of technological ingenuity, the depths of compassion, and the lengths to which humanity is willing to go in order to ensure the safety and survival of those in distress. Space, with its endless expanse and hostile environment, has always been a realm of both fascination and fear. For centuries, humanity dreamed of exploring the stars, of reaching beyond the confines of Earth to touch distant worlds and encounter the mysteries of the universe. Yet, for all the triumphs of human space exploration, the dangers of the cosmos have never been far from sight. Space is a harsh and unforgiving environment, one that offers no mercy to the unprepared or the unlucky. Navigating its vastness requires not only extraordinary technological advancements, but also a deep understanding of the risks and the preparedness to face the unknown. The concept of universal aid ships, designed specifically to rescue those stranded or lost in space, arose from a recognition that space exploration could not be undertaken without acknowledging the inherent risks involved. In the early days of space travel, when astronauts ventured beyond Earth's atmosphere in fragile spacecraft, the risks were often immense. There were no guarantees of safety, and the possibility of equipment failure, navigation errors, or unforeseen dangers was ever present. The loss of communication with a spacecraft, the failure of vital systems, or a catastrophic event could leave astronauts stranded in the void, cut off from their home world with little hope of rescue. As humanity's technological capabilities advanced, the need for a dedicated system to aid those lost in space became increasingly apparent. No longer could space exploration be undertaken with the assumption that any mishap would be a simple problem to overcome. The immense distances involved, the unforgiving conditions, and the limited resources available on space missions all combined to make the possibility of rescue a complex and difficult task. It was no longer enough to rely on conventional means of communication or on chance to ensure that astronauts would be found and brought safely home. Thus, the idea of universal aid ships emerged, vessels equipped with the latest in technology and engineering, designed to travel the far reaches of space with the singular goal of locating and rescuing those who had become lost or stranded. These ships were envisioned not just as lifeboats for astronauts in distress, but as a symbol of humanity's determination to safeguard its explorers, no matter where they might find themselves in the cosmos. It was a manifestation of the human desire to protect and care for its own, even in the most inhospitable of environments. The development of these ships was not an easy task. It required an unprecedented level of collaboration between nations, space agencies, and private corporations. The design and construction of universal aid ships necessitated the integration of a vast array of cutting-edge technologies, ranging from advanced propulsion systems to sophisticated life support mechanisms. The ships had to be capable of traveling vast distances across space, of navigating through asteroid fields, planetary systems, and uncharted territories. They needed to be equipped with powerful sensors to detect faint signals from lost ships, even those whose systems had failed or whose transmissions had been weakened by distance or interference. In addition to their technical capabilities, the aid ships had to be self-sufficient. A rescue mission in space could take weeks, months, or even years, depending on the distance between the aid ship and the distressed vessel. Therefore, the aid ships were equipped with everything needed to support both the rescue crew and any stranded astronauts, including food, water, medical supplies, and shelter. They had to be capable of providing not only physical survival but also psychological support, as the isolation of space could take a severe toll on the mental well-being of those involved in a rescue mission. The rescue operations themselves were fraught with challenges. Time was always of the essence, as the longer a person or crew remained stranded in space, the more their chances of survival diminished. In the early stages of rescue ship design, a key focus was on the ability to reach a stranded vessel as quickly as possible. However, as space exploration progressed and the distances between spacecraft increased, speed was no longer the only factor to consider. The aid ships had to be capable of performing complex maneuvers to approach a disabled spacecraft, including docking with it under the most challenging of conditions. They had to be able to adapt to a wide range of scenarios, whether the issue was a broken communication system, a fuel failure, or a complete mechanical shutdown of the lost vessel. The crew aboard these aid ships underwent rigorous training, not only in space travel and navigation, but also in emergency medicine, engineering, and problem-solving under pressure. They had to be prepared for any situation, from simple repairs to life-threatening emergencies. The complexity of such missions required a deep understanding of space travel, as well as the ability to remain calm and collected in the face of potentially life or death situations. Rescuing a crew stranded in space was not just a matter of reaching them, it required the ability to assess the situation, provide immediate assistance, and ensure that the crew could be safely returned to Earth or to a space station. The technology developed for universal aid ships was nothing short of revolutionary. The ships were equipped with advanced propulsion systems capable of traveling at speeds far exceeding those of earlier spacecraft, allowing them to cover immense distances in a fraction of the time. They were also equipped with autonomous systems capable of detecting distress signals from vessels that had lost communication or had failed in some way. Advanced artificial intelligence systems were integrated into the ships, allowing them to adapt to rapidly changing conditions, calculate the most efficient rescue trajectories, and assist the crew in carrying out complex rescue operations. The ships also included state-of-the-art medical facilities, capable of handling a wide range of medical emergencies that could arise during a rescue mission. Astronauts stranded in space were at high risk for a variety of medical issues, including radiation exposure, muscle atrophy, and psychological stress. The aid ships were equipped with advanced medical technologies, including diagnostic equipment, surgical tools, and life support systems, to ensure that any astronaut rescued would receive the best possible care during their return to safety. Despite the advanced technology, the human element remained at the core of the universal aid ships. The rescue missions were driven by a fundamental belief in the value of human life and the desire to bring every person home. The crews of these aid ships understood that their mission was not just one of technical skill, but one of compassion and dedication. They were the lifeline that separated life from death, and they carried with them the hopes and dreams of all those who had ever looked to the stars. The development of universal aid ships also marked a shift in humanity's approach to space exploration. No longer could space be viewed solely as a realm of scientific discovery or technological achievement. Space was now a place where lives were at stake, where the safety of explorers was as important as the pursuit of knowledge. The idea of universal aid ships represented a maturation of humanity's relationship with space, a recognition that exploration, while exciting and groundbreaking, also carried significant risks, and that those risks had to be mitigated with care and responsibility. As the human presence in space expanded, so too did the role of universal aid ships. No longer confined to rescue missions for stranded astronauts, these ships began to serve a broader range of purposes. They became essential components of long-term space missions, ensuring that the crew members of distant space stations or planetary colonies had access to medical care, supplies, and emergency assistance. Their role in deep space exploration became integral to the safety and success of humanity's ventures beyond Earth. In the larger context of human space exploration, universal aid ships also symbolized the growing sense of global unity. The development of these ships was not the result of a single nation's effort, but rather a collaborative endeavor that brought together space agencies, private corporations, and international partnerships. The idea of rescuing those lost in space became a unifying force, transcending national boundaries and representing humanity's shared commitment to the safety and well-being of its explorers, no matter where they may go. As the technology behind these ships continued to evolve, so too did the methods by which they operated. Future iterations of the aid ships may be even more autonomous, relying less on human intervention and more on advanced artificial intelligence and robotics. These ships may be capable of launching rescue missions without the need for human crews, responding to distress signals from far-flung corners of space and carrying out complex operations with minimal human oversight. However, despite these advancements, the spirit of compassion, the drive to save lives, and the commitment to exploration will remain at the heart of humanity's mission in space. In the end, the development of universal aid ships represents one of the highest expressions of human values. It is a testament to humanity's unyielding desire to explore, to push the boundaries of knowledge, and to protect those who venture into the unknown. These ships are not just tools of technology, they are symbols of humanity's compassion, resilience, and its unbreakable commitment to safeguarding life, no matter where in the universe it may be found.